Welcome to the McCord List. Today, I'm Rachel McCord. Welcome to the show, you guys. I'm so excited for today because this is all about living your dream life, pushing past the limits, doing more than maybe you thought possible, and doing the things that you love the most. I have been doing this show for a bit now, and it comes from my passion launching the McCord List to help you live the life that you've dreamed of and live it to the full. So doing the McCord List today is such a blessing for me because I get to share messages about health, fitness, faith, family, and pretty much everything in between. I'm a female founder, and I love investing not only in myself and my family, but also in the community at large. And so the show is a perfect way to do that. And today is no exception, you guys. We have 3 guests coming up who you are going to love. Ana Orez is an internationally known actress, singer, and model from beauty pageants all the way to the big screen. She has come from Russia as a little girl at 5 years old with a big dream to be an actress, and now she's doing it. She is joined by one of her co-stars in another film. His name is Tim Murphy. He's our second guest, and he's talking about all things Westworld, Criminal Minds, True Detective, some of our favorite shows, let's be honest, and how he came from Ireland and is now living his dream life as a father, as an actor, and of course, a creative at the heart. And lastly, but certainly not least, we are going to get educated by Victoria Simon. She is the founder of Contourology. It is a beautiful med spa here in LA where people can get all of their lymphatic, what's it called? Oh gosh. It's a beautiful med spa where people can get massage, infrared, sauna. They are going to detox from all the craziness in the world and feel amazing when they do. She's also going to do a segment with us later to show us exactly how to do it at home. You don't want to miss today's episode. Don't go anywhere. I'm Rachel McCord on the McCord List today. And we're here at the McCord List today with Rachel McCord and Ana Orez. Girl, I'm so excited. You're an international actor, model, singer. You've been doing so many incredible things. Welcome.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you for having me. Show. I'm so
you.
excited. So originally you're from St. Petersburg, Russia.
Correct.
How did you make it to Hollywood after dreaming of this industry since you were a little girl?
I was dreamed since I was 5 years old, and it took me a while, but just one day I realized why I'm still here if I always wanted to move to Hollywood. And I just started to prepare. And I remember I got my work visa and I prepared my daughter to move here, and we just moved 2019.
Wow, that's incredible. So you've been a single mom, pursuing your dreams, balancing your life in entertainment, your life of faith. How do you balance it all?
Well, it's very tricky, honestly, especially when she turned teenager. It became even more trickier. But how I balance? I think she actually helps. My daughter, she helps me a lot. And if I'm overwhelmed or if I'm tired, I ask her help. And because she respects me, what I'm doing, and she see how I try hard to build everything here and raise her, she really respects me and help me. And I think it helps me a lot too. Like I feel, even I don't have full family here, right? I feel like I have support. Maybe it sounds a little crazy to have support from teenager, but I feel it. I feel like I have a back, Yeah,
that's really sweet. I think that's like the dream, right? To raise a child and have your best bud who has your back and is with you in it in life. And especially in this industry, I think the entertainment industry, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of rejection. You're constantly putting yourself out there and trying to create a dream for yourself. So have you leaned on your faith, on yourself? Like what has been kind of your key to navigating this industry?
I think just because I don't stop, I always just keep going. If I did some castings or self-tapes, I don't wait the answer. If it's happened, it happened. My role comes, it's going to be mine. And it helps me do not think about something like, why I didn't get this role, or why, what happened? What did I do wrong? no, maybe I didn't do anything wrong. It's just not my role. That's it. Because it's important to cast many people, and they have to be look all of them together good. So I just kind of believe God actually, and believe the universe, believe what I'm doing. I know that I'm doing my best, and in the same moment, I'm trying to improve. I pray. If I feel I'm overwhelmed, I'm taking a little rest, massage, or just meditation, little calm down, and yeah, that helps a lot.
That's incredible. Now, you have a pretty cool background also in beauty pageants. So it sounds like you've probably always been around a lot of people paying a lot of attention to what you're doing, you're a model. And so have you felt like that journey with other women, has it been more competitive? Do you feel like people are supportive of you in your journey, or how has that worked together for you?
It always different, I would say, and depends on culture, I guess, too. But most of the time I meet good people, and as I said, I don't notice what's going on around. If it's something bad, I'm kind of trying to just do what I have to do, and whatever happened. I don't look there, and but it's competitive, obviously. Well, my last beauty pageant was in Jacksonville. It was 75 women from all over the world. It was very interesting experience. Yeah. And when I was there, I didn't move to America yet. So I was living actually in Russia, and I couldn't speak any English. So it was kind of tricky.
Wow. So you were at this pageant with 75 other women. You couldn't speak any English, but everyone speaking English. What about the interviews? Did they ask you in your native language? In Russian?
Yeah, they actually asked me like a translator. She was with me most of the time.
Wow. What a wild experience.
Yeah.
Are there some lessons that you learned in that environment that help you today in entertainment?
On a beauty patient? That's a good question. Well, what I really learned, I noticed that some things I could do better. So I have to be more focused and just be even more prepared than I was.
Okay, that makes sense. So preparation's a big piece for
Preparation,
you.
like be always prepared. Yeah, I remember first day in the beauty pageant, I didn't know how it's gonna be. And I woke up like 7 a.m. and went to the breakfast downstairs. And I see that everybody dressed like they're going to gala. And I was like, my pajamas. I was like, oh my
Stop
God.
it. Are you serious?
I'm totally serious.
Okay, that's amazing.
So I came back to the room and I'm totally changed.
And you spun around and got your toast.
Yeah. So I had to be prepared. Nobody told me. Maybe they told me, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it was tricky. So I realized I have to be really prepared. If I knew that, and even with English, I think I should be more prepared and don't rely on my translator. Because what she told me, we had like on the stage, I had to present my, it was like a, I don't know, like a presentation, like a charity presentation. And this woman, she told me, Anna, I got so nervous. So I don't know what I even said and translated for your presentation. I said, oh, great. Come on.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? What are you talking about?
That's kind of your one job, quite literally.
So these small things, because I was in the top 15 and there's only one girl from, from 15. So I was in the 15 and maybe I would win the first one. But because these small things,
that become into really big things. Like no translation for your presentation.
She got nervous.
That's amazing. So choose a translator who's comfortable in front of big crowds.
Yeah, and be prepared all the time. 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. you have to be ready, makeup, like you're going to gala.
That is such a wild experience. Okay, so you obviously work very hard to stay healthy for yourself, for your daughter, for your career. Mm-hmm. Are there some daily routines that you hold to now that you've learned you need to be ready whenever the gala brunch begins? Are there some routines that you're utilizing now?
Honestly, it helped me so much. Every day, people ask me, Anna, you always dressed. I was like, look, I had an interesting
You sleep in a
experience.
business suit.
Yeah, I have to be ready all the time. Never know.
You never know.
So yeah, I have routine definitely. I do my praying, meditation, drinking water, coffee. I always give myself time to wake up. Like I just woke up and my daughter asking me question. Oh, can I do this? Can I do this during the day? Or can I go to my friend? I said, let me just wake up. I'm gonna tell you a little bit. I'm gonna answer you a little bit later. So I'm kind of give myself time, to wake up, breathe, and start this day with new ideas, and I'm trying to go sleep earlier. That's definitely true. And I do a lot of workout almost every day. That's very important for me too. It helps a lot.
What do you think is important for the next generation of actors, singers, models, people who are kind of coming up and trying to land jobs and pursue their dreams? Like, what advice would you have for them?
Well, now I would really give advice to learn about AI a lot. It's because it's going to change. It's already changed and it's going to be even more. So I think this is important to adapt. Find way how you can adapt in this new entertainment AI business. And also, it depends. Right now, actually, it's a really good time for people from all over the world. I think even better than before, because I remember like even 5 years ago when I just moved, everybody was talking about, oh, you have an accent, or blah, 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 you can speak English. But now I think they love your accent. So they love people from different countries, very different looks. And like the door is open for everybody, and it's a great opportunity. Even this year, the Oscar, 5 Oscars won the independent movie. The Honora. So I think it's a really good opportunity right now just to do your own thing and don't rely on agents and managers, and be more creative with your own thing.
That's great advice. And maybe use AI as a translator.
Definitely. Definitely.
Thank you, Anna. This was amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't go anywhere on the McCord list today. When we come back, you guys are going to be so excited because Tim Murphy is here in the studio. You've known him from Westworld, Criminal Minds, True Detective. He is here and we're going to chat with him on the McCord list today. I'm Rachel McCord. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the McCord list today. I'm Rachel McCord, sitting down with Tim Murphy. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I love all the shows you've done. I mean, True Detective, Criminal Minds, Westworld, of course.
Yeah.
How fun. What a career you've had. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes.
Great to be here.
Oh my goodness. So you come from Ireland originally?
I do, yeah.
So what part of Ireland are you from?
From the west coast of Ireland, a place called County Kerry, which means in Gaelic it'll be the Kerry, which is the kingdom,
Wow,
and
that's
they're
amazing.
quite unique people.
Yes, what
Yeah.
are they like?
They're quite, they've their own, a bit like Texans in America, I suppose. They've their own way. They're very independent, very opinionated. It was the last place to get electricity in Ireland, and you've more Gaelic speakers in County Kerry than anywhere else. And they tell jokes about us as being kind of a primitive type of gang, So
Okay, yeah, that's so fun. All the way from Ireland to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And then on some of the biggest shows in the world, what was it like, filming Westworld, for example?
Westworld, it was great fun. I think I was up in, was it Utah for a while, and then in the studio here, of course. But it was a good little character I had, and I was working with a buddy of mine, Ronnie Blevins, and I know Ed Harris as well because I work with him in a couple of movies. Didn't actually work with him in Westworld, but yeah, it was good.
That's incredible. So you've played so many roles. A lot of them have been villains.
They have.
Played a lot of villains.
Yeah.
You just look like a mean guy, according to casting directors.
Well, according to my kids, I'm not a mean guy, but I play mean guys all the time, and they're fun. I enjoy playing them, but yeah, hopefully I'll get it in a little kind of teddy bear kind of role one of these days, But if they pay the bills, they pay the bills,
100%.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty fun. So what do you pull from when you're doing these different roles? Like what is your method with acting?
I suppose I've had a kind of rough and tumble life anyway. I mean, I worked in construction in New York way back in the 80s, and while I was studying acting, I worked as a bouncer in Leeson Street, and I studied history in college before that, and so and then I've been over here for 20 years, of course, pursuing acting and acting in Ireland before that. So I've had a bunch of different lives basically, so I can draw on a lot of different stuff because my life is a big adventure, really, so
Yeah, that's
yeah.
incredible. And you're a father.
Yeah.
You have built this incredible brand. How does your life as family man play into kind of the stability that you find in a very unstable world of entertainment?
I think it's fantastic. I mean, I remember growing up, I was always like, or not growing up, but even growing up, people would come to me for advice, and I'd give them advice. And I had a very bad stutter when I was a kid. I could hardly talk. So I know what it is to overcome obstacles. And yeah, I mean, really, I love my family so much. I love my kids. I love the family way of life. I was the famous Uncle Tim that would come home and have 15 nephews and nieces on my back running around playing with them. So I started out late as a father, and I absolutely love it, yeah.
That's so beautiful. And have you felt like, with what you've seen in the industry, obviously working in it successfully for over 20 years, you've probably seen it evolve and change a lot. Do you feel like we're on a good track with what's happening with AI and entertainment? Do you have some apprehension about it?
I think it's terrible at the moment, the industry. I mean, everybody's complaining, including myself. I was very busy until, a year or two ago, and it just went very quiet. And I think they're all trying to find out what works, what do you need to do to make money. I think the good side of it is that everybody can be a creator now. You don't have to wait for the studios. You don't have to wait for other people. In fact, the famous people now, even my son says he wants to be an influencer. He wants to be a YouTube star. I don't know, is that a good or bad thing, but it's the future basically,
Yeah.
So I think it's a good time for independent movies right now, but I think it forces people to get off their, behind and just go for it, because, they might have great ideas, and, they might make millions out of their little idea.
That's a great point. I personally love studying the business of entertainment.
Yeah.
I've always been very fascinated by that. I love seeing where there are gaps in the world. And it seems to me that even in the acting industry, like seeing the shifts and also kind of having an opinion about what that looks like has fueled some of your opinions on what needs to happen next.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Hopefully it gets busier. I mean, I got busy now. I got a couple of movies coming up, but it was quiet for a while, and it's always a worry being a creative person as an actor. I'm used to it at this stage, but having to take care of kids and with the downturn of the industry, you kind of worry sometimes. But I have an Irish attitude, like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that that's a beautiful way to articulate it, because I think a lot of people have felt those stress moments. And I think that in those downturns, in those quiet times, it's really, I feel as an entrepreneur that those are the opportunities to kind of lean back to launch forward. And what does that look like in your business? Well, it's probably like doing those other projects maybe you didn't have time to do before, and continuing to evolve your reel and your opportunities so that you're always thinking about your business. Do you think you might get involved in other industries as well, and maybe investments to kind of diversify, or are you like through and through actor?
Well, I'd say I'm a through and through actor, but I also want to write some stuff. I've written before, and
Okay.
also maybe get into producing. A friend of mine called me about, an independent movie, and I know some people that might be interested or involved, and I think it would be fun putting all those people together. So you're dead right. In the downtimes, sometimes you really find within yourself what you should have found a long time ago, but you just left go because you're doing something else. So sometimes it is, I think, good to meditate or good to pray and look inside to see what God wants you to do in some ways.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I have to do that like all the time just to stay stay alive. Is your faith a big part of your journey and how you navigate the ups and downs in this industry?
Well, I was brought up a Catholic. I went to church. We weren't overly religious, but we went to church out of habit every Sunday. I was going to be a priest at one stage, so I suppose I was kind of religious when I was a kid. I didn't go that way, obviously, but I do believe in a lot of what Jesus has said, and I think if more people followed his leadership or what he really wants, and it's really down to be kind, be empathetic, love your fellow man. And sometimes even my kids go to McKinley, at least Sean does, and kindness is the biggest thing. And for me, that's the most important thing. I don't care about courage or anything. I try to teach my kids kindness. And a lot of the things that Jesus said are very close to my heart, because he was a good person. He didn't believe in violence. He didn't believe in hurting other people to get where you or to step over people. He didn't think that a rich man was more important than a poor man. And you know, I do admire that man in a lot of ways in what he said, you know.
Beautiful. Me too. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan.
Yeah, it's great though.
Yeah, it's great. And I love it because actually in the scripture it talks about how the fruit of the spirit, kindness, gentleness, long-suffering, self-control. And my favorite part at the end is, against these things there is no such law. And the word is that there is no law that's going to tell you not to be kind, not to be gentle, not to be long-suffering. And I think about how beautiful it is that when we pray, meditate, find our focus. For me, obviously, it's with the Lord, but then I'm able to kind of have, it's almost like going underwater and like, okay, now I can kind of find the quiet and the peace,
Yeah.
and be able to really find myself and who I was created to be.
Yeah, and that's great, you know.
I love that. Looks like you know one of our guests from the show, Ana Orez. You guys are working on a film together.
We did a movie in Miami a few years ago, and apparently it's they were trying to sell it in Cannes this past couple of weeks, and there was a lot of interest in it. It's called Unfelt, so we'll see what happens with it. Hopefully it comes out next year, and but it was such a great experience being down there and meeting Anna. What a beautiful soul she is, you know, and we had great fun together.
Yes.
I must
What
say.
character did you play?
I play a psycho. Yeah, again, not a nice person.
Not a priest yet.
Jesus would not be impressed at all. Yeah, I don't play a very nice person. But neither does Anna, I think, you know.
She doesn't?
No,
No. Oh my
no.
goodness. Are you guys like Bonnie and Clyde vibes?
Very much so, or James Bond and Moneypenny maybe, or someone. Yeah.
I love it. Speaking of Bond, I'd love to see you be a Bond in the future. I think that's a no-brainer.
That'd be fun, actually.
Yeah. I think we might need to see that happen.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Thank you so much, Tim. This was amazing. So inspiring to hear your story, and can't wait to see more of your projects.
Great.
You're very talented.
Thank you very much. Great meeting you.
Yes, you too. All right, you guys, don't go anywhere. We're on the McCord list. I'm Rachel McCord. When we come back, Victoria Simon, she is the founder of Contourology. She's going to give us some real tips on getting our body in its best shape, and she might even have a couple little tips that you're not going to see coming. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the McCord list today. I'm Rachel McCord. We're back with the McCord list today. I'm Rachel McCord still. I mean, if you've been watching the whole time, yes, I'm still Rachel McCord. I'm glad you're here. I'm sitting down with Victoria Simon. She is the founder of Contourology. I love your brand name.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
girl. It's such a cute
Thank
brand.
you.
You came from finance, and then you went into
Yes.
founding this med spa. You're helping people with all the, what is it called?
Lymphatic drainage, sculpting, wellness, detox. Yes.
Oh my goodness. What do people detox from there? Like, what is it?
Oh my gosh, heavy metals. We drink every day heavy metals. We eat every day different toxin. What about fires recently? So, you know, whatever we breathe, now we need to detox. So, and for sure, weekends, alcohol, that's as well, you know.
Not for me. I'm like a juicy juice drinker. I love juicy juice. I
Amazing.
have a 5-year-old,
The best.
so I have a lot of juicy juice from his last birthday. Wait, so I have a question. How are you detoxing? What are they doing? What are you doing?
Infrared sauna, this is the main one.
Okay.
Because that's through sweating, you can really sweat all the toxins. Infrared sauna can detoxify you from heavy metals and mold. We live in California. Mold, it's a huge issue here. And lymphatic drainage massage, where the specialist massaging your body and moving all the fluids and toxins, and then for 3-4 days, your body clean up itself, and you really see it and you really feel it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, I got to come in here and get done, girl. So I'm told that these massages are great after surgery. Is that true?
That's correct. Yes. And you know, we live in Hollywood, and this is a big place for different surgeries. Now it's a BBL, it's a big thing, Brazilian butt lift, if you heard. And
The Brazilian butt lifts?
yep, you
Oh my
know,
goodness.
when they take the fat all over the body and transfer it to the butt. So, you know, they look sculpted with the nice butt, right? But it's a lot of pokings, a lot of incisions, so they have to get the massages done, because if not, they're not gonna look that even, and their result not gonna be that good.
Wow, that's so wild. And is it also recommended for medical procedures like that are maybe not as like, you know, ancillary as like a butt lift? Is it good for your body after surgery?
Any surgery you have done, your body go through inflammation, you have scars, and this inflammation, the lymphatic massage gonna reduce this inflammation. It can be tummy tuck, you know, for moms, or it can be your appendix or any other surgery.
I had open heart surgery, so I
Oh my
feel like
gosh.
that would probably be one of those things. I should get some infrared. I should get some massage.
Yes.
Get myself feeling good.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so and you're about to teach us something. So we're about to go outside
Yay.
and do a fun little segment. So what are we about to do? Tell me.
All right. So not everybody have time or can afford to come to the special studio like mine and get lymphatic drainage. So I'm gonna teach you a couple of tips that you can do at home. Easy tools from Amazon, very affordable, every day 5 minutes, and you're ready for summer.
Okay. Or fall or winter and spring when you want
Exactly.
to look and feel your best.
For sure.
I am here for this. Okay, cool. So you guys don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're getting the tips to get ourselves the best they can possibly be. I'm Rachel McCord on the McCord list today. Don't go anywhere. And we're back with the McCord list today. I'm Rachel McCord. Victoria Simon is breaking it down for us today. Okay, what is happening here? Tell me.
Okay, so we have two systems in the body. We have blood system that everybody knows about, right? And we have lymphatic system. The yellow points on me, it's our lymphatic system. And today I'm dressing up like this to explain and to show you everything. So, two big difference. We have heart, right? And heart pumps our bloodstream. We don't have any engine for our lymphatic system. So, how we can activate it? We can do massage, we can do workout, and breathe. Both of them boring. Let's start with the massage. Massage is the best, right? So everybody wants to look good and to feel good. I brought here a couple of tools that you can get online. 3 of these tools. They made of wood. Okay.
Okay.
It's a very holistic technique how to flatten your stomach. You can do it every day for 5 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna show.
Show us what
Your
to do.
stomach looks perfect, but you know, in case. Okay. So first of all, we start with massaging. You see the yellow dots where it's many of them. We massage it first, 5 minutes before shower. Okay.
Okay.
And then we take this tool, it calls like body gua sha. You know
Gua
the
sha?
same? Yep.
Body gua sha. Okay.
And we start to drain everything towards those biggest lymph nodes. So when we do the drainage, right, we detoxify our body.
Wow. Towards the area.
Exactly. So we pumped and then we move. After that, we want to break some fat cells, right?
Okay.
So we use this tool. So it's no fat on my costume, but imagine. So that's how we do, breaking it like this.
Okay.
Couple of minutes, you can do it on your legs, your arms, whatever you feel you need it.
Okay.
And the
And it
last
breaks it
one,
up so then it actually, you like start to sculpt a little bit more.
correct. And then you drain all the water that you retain, and it slims you down right away. Because to drain the water, it's so easy. It's much easier than fat reduction, right? So, and this is sculpting tool. So we use it under the ribs. Again, 30 seconds. You can see the rib,
I have
right?
a question. Did you already own this before today?
What, the tools?
This outfit.
I mean, I told you I'm a teacher. That's how I teach my students.
This is amazing.
I teach lymphatic drainage massage, so I mean, I need to explain,
You need to
right?
show it.
We're not in the hospital, right?
is so great.
Yeah. So we massage it here as well, and here, and we sculpt. Again, if you need an extra sculpting on your legs, again, you can see the veins and the flow. So we're going up, towards our heart.
But
Five-
here you're going down.
Exactly, because we need to drain everything to the biggest lymph nodes, and from here we drain the same here. So
All the
that-
way up to the heart.
Exactly.
Wow.
So imagine like a shower drain. If it's clogged, what happening? Water comes out, right? So the same with our body. We feel inflamed, bloated. We feel like we are, a little bit bloated in the stomach. So with the drainage, you get rid of it.
Wow. This is amazing. You're amazing.
Thank
so
you.
everyone needs to go to Contourology, but if you can't,
Exactly.
these 3 tools are going to do it.
Exactly. And if you go to Contourology after one session, 45 minutes, you usually lose up to 3 inches around your stomach.
What?
It's water weight that we retain and we don't know about it.
Game changing. Okay, well, thank you so much. And thank you guys
Thank
at
you.
home for watching. That is our episode. The McCord List today. I'm Rachel McCord. I can't wait to see you next time. Mwah.